What is up, people? It's Unknown Secret Productions, and today I'm gonna be doing a little something different. And no, it's not gonna be another gaming video today. that was just a little video that I thought I'd do for fun. But yeah, today it's gonna be a little something different. It's gonna be a stop motion tutorial video. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So the first thing that you would actually want to do is think about like what your stop motion video will be about. And making these videos is not entirely easy whatsoever. And just like Marquez Film says, it's not for free. You gotta pay for at least something. The camera, the app, the figures, basically anything that you need. And it also helps if you actually have something to hold your camera, in which case I have a tripod here with this little iPhone holder attachment, which can easily fit lots of iPhones and Androids. In this case, I'm going to be using my iPhone SE.
Also, that's my cat in the background. Hello, orange one.
But yeah, anyways, let me just wait. I keep distracting myself, but yeah, let's talk about the app. Okay guys, so the app that I would typically use for making stop motion videos is this app called Stop Motion Studio. There are two versions, but just press new movie and it'll take you to a brand new bit. And in this case, the figure I'll be using is a Transformers Warber Cybertron Kingdom Optimus Primal. And I'll just say it right now, the better the articulation, the better it'll look. And I mainly chose this figure mainly because it has a good amount of articulation, and it's actually, it's actually really good when used in stop motions. So without further ado, let's get back to it. But before we get into that, there's a little tip that I do have about the filming. Just keep them in places like grab some like a wall putty if you have some on you, and then just like stick it onto the bottom of their feet. Just so that way they don't move around on you while you are trying to film. And without further ado, let's get to the actual filming portion. It also does help if you have like a bit of iPhone earbuds, as you can see in my hand. And this will actually help while I'm taking photos. And to take photos, you just press the photo icon and just focus the camera. And feel free to position it however you want, and with this grid, try to make the face of the figure line up best with one of the points where they cross. And then you can actually start getting to filming. So yeah, just press the plus button to take a photo. Yeah, as you can see, and then just press it to take a frame, like so. And as you start off a movement, before that, you just might want to take a couple frames, and like while you make a movement, you want to start off with the movements really slowly, and when you go further into the movement, you want to start like increasing like the distance between the previous position into its and when you're almost at its stopping point, you'll then want to slow it down again, and that filming technique is called ease in, ease out, which you will see right here. Also guys, I just want to let you know that the frame rate that I run my videos at typically would be like 14 FPS. And just to make things a little bit smoother, and for people who are just starting off a stop motion, I would recommend like starting off at like maybe 6, maybe 8, maybe even 10 frames per second. But yeah. Also, I'm just gonna let you know now that the version that we have here is the paid version, which is like $5. And some features on the paid version are not included with the free version, which includes Actually, I'll talk about that later. But for now, just sit back, relax, and enjoy this portion of the video. Okay guys, with this part of filming, like where Optimus Primal is actually throwing his cyber sword, I think that's what it's called. Don't be afraid, as long as you're using the, paid version, don't feel afraid to, like, have your, like, hand or, like, any, like, exposed bits in the way. Just as long as it doesn't get in the way of, like, the part that you're trying to edit. Like, as for me, the cyber sword, flying through the air. Yeah, I have my whole hand and Soundwave stand in the way. And there is a way that we could fix that, which I'll show you in a little bit after I'm done filming him throwing the sword. We'll just give it a minute. Okay. Also, if you want to view your project for like the last few frames, underneath the photo button, there's a play button that allows you to see the last few frames that you took. And there you go. Okay, now here is where you want to, how you want to edit. You're gonna copy the last frame, the first frame that doesn't have your hand in it, and copy and paste it in between like every frame that has the part they want to edit out in. And as long as you have the paid version, you'll be able to tap erase, and then you can change the eraser size to whatever you want, and just start erasing away at the exposed parts that you don't want to have in your finished video. In this case, it's my hand and Soundwave stand, and as long as the objects don't get in front of the object that you want to stay there, you'll be just fine with this. And I've actually learned this before, like when I was still filming stop motions with my tablets, which thankfully I don't do anymore. But still, it's a useful technique for for making these kinds of videos. But yeah, you basically just want to do the exact same thing for all the frames that have whatever's in the way. And it's totally up to you if you want to erase the shadow of the sword, or whatever flying object it is. I'm not one to judge. You can go right ahead with it. And honestly, I don't really mind if I do it that much, but our own Italics to our opinions. So just, yeah, do what you want to do with the shadows. And back to the video yet again. And after you're done with that, you just want to go ahead and delete all the empty frames that you pasted there earlier. So that way they don't get in the way of the film. And with that done, you're actually done with the filming, and you can press the play button underneath the question button to actually view your stop motion. And in my opinion, this thing actually turned out pretty good. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I will see you all in my next video. Peace out.